welcome back to another day of interesting things in the crypto space. So, what is going on? The markets have dropped. Let me take a look at this real quick as of recording this video, January 13th. So you'll be seeing it hopefully today. As of us doing this video, Bitcoin, so the total market capital is down, and I don't know if you all understand, but if you're watching this and you understand, great. If you're watching this and you don't understand, so the total market capital, to me, from what I'm seeing here, which I'm trying to explain to you all, the total market money that's in the space, in the total cryptocurrency space, is down to 3.16 trillion. It's not uncommon, but if the total market capital is down, total market value, money, worth, right? How much money is in this space, in the crypto space, it's down to 3.16. So that means all the currencies have bled out. And what do you mean by that? So let's say, for instance, you were holding Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin got hit. Bitcoin's down. It was just $101,000, $102,000. It's been bleeding out slowly. Now today, January 13th, it's at $90,000, 550. Just jumped up to 572 per Bitcoin. All right, so that's what I mean. The total market cap is down. So all the currencies, period, are down in value. Everybody is pretty much red. Everything is red. As I'm scrolling through the top 100, and I'm using Coin Market Cap, I can see the top 100. Everything is in the red. And this is the last 24 hours. So the market is taking a major hit. And you might say, well, what is going on? This is madness. I thought we were expecting all these great things to happen. Yeah, I'm still expecting great things to happen. This doesn't mean nothing. If you're new to the space, this is nothing. It's what happens. It's almost like, and they're not the same. Let me preference that. Like, they're not the same, but it's almost like the stock market. Now, the stock market is companies, and you can purchase shares of companies, when they go public. Public meaning they're allowing the public to purchase shares, which those shares essentially are investment money to those companies. So when those companies are doing great, their shares have a pretty high value because people want to buy shares, right? And when they're not doing good, people are usually, retailers would probably say, oh my God, I'm losing money. Let me pull my money out. That company's doing bad, or they hear some news or something, right? And this is where you also hear buy on the rumor, right? Not on the news, because the news means you're late. The rumor is when transactions are made, meaning, people in back rooms rubbing shoulders saying, hey man, are you aware that so-and-so is going to step down at the company, say blah, and they don't have anybody to take that position, so things might get a little chaotic. Forgive me for a minute, and that's the rumor. And so then people might pass that rumor around to the people that they deal with. It's the same thing in the crypto space. That's literally how it's done in the crypto space, rumors. And then, they'll sell off or they'll purchase. So it's the same thing. Like, if you don't have enough information, then, you might miss the bus. So in the crypto space, like, oh gosh. So as when you get in the crypto space, it's like the stock market, but it's not, but it's like based on information, based on the fact that it's literally just an investment. Because you're wrapped up in the information, the second you get information, you're always looking and scanning. You want more and more information because that gets you ahead. So when you hear stuff, you're like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's going down. Oh, man, if that's going down, then that means because XYZ is connected to ABC, I might want to get EFG so that this can, bomb, 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 bomb. And then you'll get it and you'll hold it and you'll wait. And this is pretty much how it's done, to the best of my knowledge. The rumor, not the news, right? And sometimes, well, no, it's really just a rumor, because the rumor is going to follow the news, or as they say, leaked information. Like, that's the new thing they say, leaked information, the leak. But anyways, yeah. So that is how I understand things, just how I understand. And I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I could be. So anyways, the markets are in the red, right? And usually when there's blood in the street, which is another saying you'll hear from investors, oh, there's blood in the street, it's time to eat or feast. That's just, but that's what they say. They go clean up like wolves, right? The wolves of Wall Street. That's crazy. Is it true though? Is it true? I don't know. I don't know, right? But I'm just talking. So anyways, when it's red, it's just good time to have money, in my personal opinion. That's my personal opinion. Don't pay me no mind. I'm nobody important. Blood in the street. So anyways, the numbers look tough, and we're like, well, what's going on, right? What is going on? We don't know. We don't know until we start asking questions and digging. So let's get into an article. So we're on CoinDesk homepage. Well, we're not on the homepage no more. We're in their news, their latest news. We're on CoinDesk. Look at that, CoinDesk. So if you want to know, hey man, start linking into some of these websites. CoinDesk usually has a lot of information and videos too that you can check out. All right. So anyways, it says Trump's Treasury pick to divest Bitcoin ETF holdings to eliminate conflict of interest. So Trump's Treasury nominee, Scott Bessent, plans to liquidate a string of investments, including Bitcoin's ETF, to avoid potential conflict of interest. Well, what do you mean? That's crazy. Billionaire hedge fund manager Scott Bessent, President-elect Donald Trump's nominee for Treasury Secretary, right? The treasurers of the United States, responsible for the assets and monies and so on and so forth. That's Scott Bessent. That's what he's now going to be doing, right? He's the hedge fund manager is going to be doing this. Some nice coffee. He plans to dispose of several assets. Including investments in Bitcoin. What the is going on here? ETFs, the Bitcoin ETF, avoid potential conflicts of interest with his new role, according to a report by the New York Times. So, okay, it looks like he's getting rid of his. Okay, let's continue to read, but it looks like he's getting rid of his. On Saturday, Bessent, who once worked for billionaire liberal philanthropist George Soros, filed the ethics agreement and financial disclosure as required for the impending Senate confirmation, right? If you're going to work for the Treasury, you can't be personally holding. That's what this looks like. Filed the ethics agreement and financial disclosure as required for the impending Senate confirmation, revealing assets and investments worth over $700 million. Wow. If you listen, money knows money. And so not that I believe you should live your life based solely on money, but you have to live your life based on money, because we live in a system where money is used to get things done. You can't walk around and say, oh, I look good, pay for my dinner. No, you can't walk around and say, hey, I can give you a conversation, pay my mortgage. No, you can't. So these things you can't do. So you have to make money, and however you do it, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody, right? Then that's what you got to do to get your money. That's it. Nothing personal, right? Nothing personal. So Bessent, right, who once worked for George Soros, after posting his information, he has investments worth over $700 million. The tally includes Bitcoin's ETF holdings worth $250,000 to $500,000, according to the media reports. So let's go back to CoinMarketCap. Maybe you all got your phones in front of you. Well, you're probably watching this from your phone. But if you're, you probably watch it from your phone. So I just do the work. So as of me recording this, there is $1.79 trillion in Bitcoin. All right, it's down. That's the total market cap for Bitcoin. It is down from the 2.02 trillion. So Bitcoin is taking a massive hit. So I wonder if there's rumors, all right, if there are rumors going on. This is the story. Now, this here is the story, right? But I wonder if there are rumors being passed around in these back rooms. Shoulders are bumping and rubbing and they're talking. And again, this is the news, right? You reported that you liquidated your Bitcoin ETFs. I wonder if there's rumors back behind those doors, okay? Because Bitcoin, as of this video, is at 90,759 per coin. And it's not a big deal because it's up from the 60 that it was, but it was also at 102 not a week ago. Is there something going on? It says the other key investments posing a potential conflict of interest, including a margin loan of more than $50 million with Goldman Sachs, an account for trading China's currency. This is what the rich people are doing. I just want you all to get notes, right? Take notes. So the rich people, right, have ETFs, several assets. They have ETFs, right? They have investments with Goldman Sachs, and they have an account for trading China's currency, and a stake in conservative publisher All Seasons, right? Look at that. So we now know what this person with investments of over 700 million were using. That's news. That's news. So what is it? That means we're late. Bessent, in a letter to the ethics office, promised to avoid any actual or apparent conflict of interest in the event that I am confirmed for the position of Secretary of the Department of Treasury. So you must be, because you liquidated. You liquidated. So that means you're now actual whole money, right? That's what liquid means. You're actually, that's what they give the meaning to it. So you're actually money now. You're currency. You're like currency now. You're whole. So you're not in the investments anymore. You let it go. So you would have to, if you didn't get this position, you would have to get back in there to grow your money. But you did that because it's preemptive, right? Which must mean in the back room, you're getting the job. It's your job. Fix your shit. Fix your stuff because you're about to get the job. All right. If confirmed, the pro Bessent would face the challenging task of managing the burgeoning burgeoning, what is this word? Oh my goodness. What is this word? Oh my holy schmeichstrosh. We'll deal with that another day. There's a word right there and we'll figure it out later. We're in the middle of this. All right. So amid Trump's plans to extend expiring tax cuts and eliminate taxes on Social Security benefits. So that's news right there. Trump is going to trying to get rid of the taxes on Social Security benefits, which, I mean, that's a no-brainer. And he's going to extend expiring tax cuts. I don't know what those tax cuts are, but Bessent is advocating for tax reform and deregulation. Important. Now, the tax reform, what we know, Social Security benefits is a part of that. And that is just, extending. So, and deregulation, right? We know that there's a lot of regulation out there, particularly on investments, right? Particularly right here to boost bank lending and energy production. Well, wait a minute. So banks can only lend, you would think legally based on their liquidity, right? If you're liquid, you can lend it, but is that really how that works? I doubt it. I think they just, do what they do. And energy production, that's a good one. I do believe we heard Trump speaking on some things that were going to be happening to produce our own energy. We're going to be digging for oil and all this other stuff. So, interesting. In October last year, Bessent said that the new Trump administration would likely pursue a strong dollar in line with Washington's multi-decade policy. All right, so that is the news. We're looking today, January 13th, and we do see that the market has taken a big hit. It's down to 3.16 trillion. And so just looking at this interesting tidbit, rich person getting rid of their assets, is it just for that, or could this person know something else going on? And that's why, because those are ETFs. Right. And we know that the market gained a good amount of money with the Bitcoin ETF. That means the company, firms were able to buy massive amounts for their customers who wanted to have exposure to the asset without the liability. So interesting there. Let's see what else is going on. All right, so Singapore blocks Polymarket following Taiwan and France. So what's going on here? Another jurisdiction has Polymarket in its crosshairs. Over the weekend, Singapore's Gambling Regulatory Authority ordered local internet service providers to block access to the prediction market platform, according to reports from users in the city-state. Gambling providers, internet providers, prediction market platform. Well, this is interesting. Polymarket.com. You have attempted to access an illegal gambling site hosted by an unlicensed gambling service provider. Singapore Pools is the only licensed online gambling operator in Singapore. Under Section 20 of the Gambling Control Act 2022, a person convicted of gambling with unlicensed gambling service providers is liable for a fine of up to $10,000 or a jail term of up to 6 months or both. Wow, that's crazy. If you need help with gambling issues, wow, please call the National Council on Problem Gambling helpline. Wow. What? Wow. This is crazy. So over in Singapore, gambling can get you $10,000 worth of fines and 6 months jail time for illegal gambling. And if you have a problem with gambling, they want you to call a hotline and get yourself together. Then how is it that gambling can exist? This is contradictory. How can gambling exist as legal and illegal? And then if you need help because you have a gambling issue, well, your issue is gambling and you made gambling legal. But if I get an issue because you made it legal, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. That's crazy. You have attempted to access an illegal gambling site hosted by an unlicensed gambling, warning that those found guilty of gambling with unlicensed service providers are liable for up to $10,000, which is the equivalent of $7,200 US, or jail sentence for up to 6 months. So don't be gambling, right? Don't be illegally gambling. That's clearly what they're saying. The GRA has yet to make a public announcement on the issue, nor have they launched an enforcement action against Polymarket, according to public directory. All right, Polymarket. That's interesting. Hold that thought. All right, so let's jump back in here. We're on the Polymarket website. This is Polymarket. I'm looking for, like, is it this Polymarket? How? Well, I don't want to. So it looks to me like it's just crypto, right? So I would wonder, just going back over here, I would wonder if this is anything like, for instance, I don't know if you're all familiar with XRP's Casino Coin. Well, it's not XRP. It runs on XRP network, Casino Coin, and then it was another one, Tron, I believe. You can get on Tron's app and gamble. Tron, I know, had the app. You can get on there and gamble. You can click and go to their app websites, and you can gamble online. And I'm sure it was probably illegal at the time. I don't know. I'm not into gambling. But so crypto casinos, right, are like some of the easiest ways to get down, because you bring your crypto into the app and you can just run slots. And I've seen those things. I do not gamble, don't condone it, but I've seen those slots, and you can run it with crypto. So it looks like they're cool with crypto gambling, just not ones that aren't, I guess, registered, right? Maybe. Taiwan was the first jurisdiction to actively block its nationals from using the prediction market platform. The prediction market platform. That's interesting too. I wonder what they mean by that, right? I mean, we could word for word play it and probably get an understanding, but to actually know exactly is different. So, and local law enforcement arrested 17 people on the island for betting on its most recent presidential election. Oh, wow. Okay. So the prediction market platform allowed them to bet on the presidential election. Local Chinese election law specifically prohibits betting on the outcome of elections. So they literally have a law that says you can't bet on the outcome of elections. So this is a betting on. This is crazy, because you can clearly see here it was all about a presidential election. That's what they were betting on at that point through the prediction market platform. Polymarket has also been the target of gaming authorities in France and has blocked users in the country from accessing the platform. So pretty much they are doing this stuff without the under the regulation of countries. Recently, the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission subpoenaed Coinbase, looking for information about U.S. nationals trading on Polymarket as part of an ongoing investigation. Now, this is some serious news. So the Commodities Futures Trading Commission subpoenaed Coinbase. Hey, look, we want the books. We want to know who from the U.S. is trading on the Polymarket. Polymarket. Where is it at? Polymarket. Polymarket. Whatever. This Polymarket. What do they call it? Prediction market platform. That's what they called it. This prediction market platform. So, there's some crackdowns happening. So you could see maybe people are pulling their money off line, maybe, right? Maybe people are selling off to make themselves liquid, because they could have potentially got themselves tied into this illegal stuff, right? And so they're getting liquid and probably trying to run away. Like, oh my God, they're going to find me or throw me in jail. I'm getting my money and I'm out. So we could be seeing money leaving the space because of criminal activity. And again, you can't really dodge this, because each Crypto wallet has an address, and KYC is how you can be connected to your wallets. I mean, it is what it is. That's how it works. All right. Okay, we're going to get one more story and we're going to close this out for this January 13th. All right. So, again, CoinDesk. Altcoin market could heat up this week with a $3 billion token unlock scheduled. Ondo leads the charge. All right, so on January 18th, Ondo Finance will free up 1.94 billion Ondo tokens, equating to over 130% of the token circulating supply. The market for alternative cryptocurrencies, or altcoins, may see an extra dose of volatility this week, as the impending token unlock schedule will release billions of dollars worth of supply for several coins, including Ondo's Finance Ondo token. Data from Tokenomist show the weekly unlock calendar that includes names like Ondo, ARB, STRK, SEI, and others is worth $3 billion, the largest amount since November. Decentralized tokenization-focused platform Ondo's Finance Ondo accounts for a giant share of the tally. On the 18th, the project will free up 1.94 billion. Ondo is worth 2.23 billion, equating to over 130% of the tokens circulating supply of around 1.4 billion. Ondo's impending unlock is also several times bigger than its daily trading volume, which has recently ranged between 250 to 300 million. Unlocks are staggered releases of tokens. Unlocks are staggered releases of tokens. Read that one more time. Unlocks are staggered releases of tokens, initially frozen, to prevent early investors and project team members from liquidating coins at once. The gradual release, and all that was important if you think about other currencies that are big names in the news. The gradual release helps avoid rapid price swings. Let me get this again, right? The gradual release helps avoid rapid price swings and market instability. All right, so I know a lot of you, this is topic, off topic, off topic. You look at something like XRP and you say, oh, well, there's 50 some billion coins locked up, and they can't just dump it on the market. And I'll read to you why they can't. We're talking about Ondo, but at the same token, why something like XRP can't dump it on the market. Here's so you understand. And this is going to give us a good story. As this happens on the 18th, we're going to see how Ondo's price changes, because this should help us understand the possibilities of something like XRP as they just drop stuff on the market, right? Unlocks are staggered releases of tokens, initially frozen to prevent early investors and project team members from liquidating coins at once. The gradual release helps avoid rapid price swings and market instability. If you were to dump a bunch of coins on the market, I would imagine, okay, now because the supply has drastically increased, that might drop the price of my coins that you just flooded the market. So I would expect a price drop. In the case of something like that, I would expect that. All right, it says, yet occasionally we get to see Ondo-like unlocks that are bigger in terms of the circulating supply of the token or the coin's average daily volume, threatening to inject volatility into the market. Per research by the TAI tokens facing unlocks equivalent to 100% of the average daily volume experienced volatility in the lead up to the following to and following the event. So what do we have here? These are the currencies expected to unlock. Ondo changed hands at $1.14 at press time, the lowest since December 2nd, representing a 5% loss for the day and a nearly 15% month-to-date decline. Prices have been in a free fall since hitting record highs above $2.10 on December 16th. TradingView data show. All right, so one thing to know is, first, let's look up Ondo as of right now. Ondo, we're just checking this out. There's Ondo. Ondo, as of January 13th, is trading at $1.12 or close to 13 cents. All right, so as of right now, Ondo is at $1 and I would round it up to 13 cents. All right. So what is Ondo? Well, what does this matter, right? This is where we take a second to figure out what's going on. So we're going to jump over to Ondo's actual site. This site uses cookies. All right. Okay. Institutional grade finance. This is important. Institutional grade finance. So this week, they're going to be dumping more supply into the market. Institutional grade finance. Now, when I come back over here and I think, of course, this guy wants to pick up this new position, so he's liquidating, right? We saw that he was liquidating. And I think to myself, this guy's liquidating, right? Is there something behind the scenes that could be going on that I'm not aware of? And now we're at the point of speculation. And speculation can make you out to be, but if you can continue to find more information, this is where your search starts. So you're just like, I don't want to forget things that I've learned already today of what's going on, right? So this guy's dropped 700 million worth of assets. They could, keep him from this position to cause problems. And we know we're going to a pro crypto market, right? We know that this is a pro. It already said that this guy is pro crypto, right? Hey, look, pro crypto. Pro for crypto, so we know he's for crypto. Then we come over here and we can look here. They're cleaning up, right? This illegal stuff, they're cleaning up, and they even went as far as who they went to, subpoenaed Coinbase, looking for information about U.S. nationals trading on Polymarket. We cleaning up. The U.S., if you out there doing this illegal stuff, we cleaning house, right? So you got this guy cleaning up his accounts, right? So he can get this position, 700 million worth. You got this house over here cleaning up and getting rid of illegal activities, and now subpoenaing Coinbase for their information. Then we come back over here and we see this week we're going to be adding more crypto into the space. And then we come over here and we find out that one of the main ones is institutional grade finance. This is pure speculation, what I'm doing in my mind right now. But if I find more information that agrees with this speculation, it's no longer going to be speculation. It's going to start being some information to help me make decisions. So when you're trying to figure out how to move in the crypto space, you want to be going through information and putting the pieces together. And sometimes the puzzle pieces don't fit. So you move that puzzle piece and you look for some more puzzle pieces. But when they start fitting, you start to put together the puzzle. You start to see the big picture. Now, we already know the big picture is institutional finance, institutional money movement, right? Nation to nation, right? Bank to bank, all right? Institutional grade finance is now on chain. Wait a minute, what? Now on chain. Ondo is building the next generation of financial infrastructure to improve market efficiency, transparency, and accessibility. Well, isn't that interesting? Founders Fund, Coinbase, Pantera. That's who that's backing them. All right. USDY, US dollar yield. You can get a 4.35% return on that. OUSG, US Treasuries. You can get a 3.98% return on that. That's some interesting stuff right there. That's where you want to put money to grow long term after you've made it in the crypto space. Just my thoughts and ideas on that. Don't run with it. Exceptional partners, superior assets, world-class client service. Whether it's the assets we choose, the strategies we create, or the people we work with, we focus on quality before quantity, risk before returns, and putting clients first. Isn't that right? High-quality assets and managers, our funds invest exclusively into multi-billion-dollar, highly liquid exchange-traded funds managed by the world's preeminent bond managers. BlackRock. BlackRock. Institutional grade finance, now on chain. Ondo is building the next generation of financial infrastructure to improve market efficiency, transparency, and accessibility. Asset managers, BlackRock. Asset managers. BlackRock. Regulated service providers, NAV, Akura, StoneX. Third-party audited security, Trail of Bits, QuantStamp, Immune EFI. They have experienced leadership, Goldman Sachs, Bridgewater, Millennium, BlackRock. Experienced leadership. Let's go back. Institutional grade finance, now on chain. 1.4, right? They're going to be bringing more coins onto the market. Just think about this. They're going to be releasing, right? They're unlocking staggered releases of tokens initially frozen to prevent early investors and project team members from liquidating coins at once. The gradual release helps avoid rapid price swings and market instability. All right? They're going to free up 1.94 billion Ondo, which is worth 2.23 billion at the moment. That equates to over 130% of the token circulating supply of around 1.4 billion. Right? Now, they're going to be releasing that this week. Their asset managers, BlackRock. Experienced leadership, Goldman Sachs, Bridgewater, Millennium, BlackRock. Okay, we have a lot of things happening in the U.S. This week, next week, and going forward. But something that's low key to me and is brewing in my mind as this video is being made is Ondo, right? Institutional grade finance, asset managers, BlackRock, and then they're dumping 1.9. Was it 1.9? Let's go back. 1.94 billion of Ondo. 1.94 billion Ondo, which is worth 2.23 billion. They're going to be dumping that this week. So I would wonder if we see a slight drop as that dump happens, but then maybe within the day or 2 days, I would speculate, I could be wrong, but would we see institutions picking up on chain? Now, how could they pick that up? It would have to be deemed, I guess, legal for them to have it, but something's got to happen because first off, the asset managers is BlackRock. Their leadership includes Goldman Sachs, Bridgewater, Millennium, and BlackRock. So this really makes me question what the could be happening. First off, you've got these financial managers, institutional financial managers, working essentially for Ondo, a cryptocurrency company, right? So I got to ask, is this going to be a part of the U.S. operated cryptocurrency? I'm asking a question. Could this be something that's going to become tax-free and that these companies will be allowed to move in the space of Ondo? Because here, they're the asset managers. BlackRock. What? Is that what they're saying? High quality assets and managers. So The assets, right? Is this the tokenization of assets? Let's continue, all right? Flux protocol, lend and borrow on chain. Lend and borrow on chain. Lend and borrow on chain. Flux is a decentralized lending protocol designed to honor, transfer restrictions from permission tokens in order to expand the universe of assets it can support. Expand. So here in the Flux markets, we see USDC, FRAX, DAI, USDT, OUSG. And this looks like just stable coins, okay? And remember, we had a conversation before how important stable coins are. Stable coins do not fluctuate in value. They hold their value, hence they're stable. And more people would want to have their money in stable coin to do transactions, right? So let's think about this. Could it be that the assets are going to come on chain and you will be able to use stable coins on Ondo, right? On Ondo's Flux, looks like Flux app, to purchase assets. Could this be the tokenization of assets being brought to the blockchain? And then you'll use stable coins to purchase your assets on chain, right? Lend and borrow on chain. On chain, we're talking about the crypto network. On chain, we're talking about Ondo. We're talking about BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, Bridgewater, Millennium, BlackRock. We should see, okay, so in order to do those transactions, what are they going to need? They're going to need Ondo, right? To use the app, I'm sure. Okay. So those transactions, right, will probably be swapped out for Ondo to get those things purchased. And you'll probably be able to get in the market with USDC, FRAX, DAI, USDT, OUSG, and get out of the market using these assets. So if you want to come on and get off, come on and get off, right? I'm speculating. I could be wrong. It says, join Ondo. We're building the next generation of financial assets, and autonomous infrastructure, one that can move itself around and do what it does, artificial intelligence, offered with world-class client service. Come join our tight-knit but decentralized team. Apply today. There's a lot more that I'd probably like to open up and read about. Clearly, you can see here there's a lot. I'm not going to get into that right now. That would make for an even longer video. We'll probably do a video where we dig further in and see what's going on, because it looks like a lot of interesting stuff for us to check out. Hey, we're just going through information. That's the news as of January 13th that I've checked out. I'm going to hold this page so I can come back and dig a little bit deeper and probably make some more content alone on Ondo, because this looks really interesting. Other than that, I'll catch you on the next one.